welcome back to Dirt 5. Today we've got 3 races in the Showdown category for you, and we're starting with the Dune Bash at the Redeem in Brazil for Rally Raid. Wolverine's in the car for this one, and he is driving the Brenthal Industries Class 1 Buggy of the Unlimited class. Now this is the slower Brenthal Industries car, mainly because Wolverine didn't want the 1000 horsepower car. He thought the cornering would be better with this. Let's see how he gets on. So he's off the line nicely, getting caught up on cars ahead of him, which is always an issue because once you're boxed in, it becomes very hard to increase your speed. He's already getting a bit outsourced as he hits the barrier there, and none of that's his fault. It's just he got boxed in, starting in last place as usual, and it just causes a few issues trying to get through the backlog of cars. He's trying to do it around the outside, grinding the barrier a little bit there, which won't help him increase his speed, but he was just trying to find an open bit of space for himself. As you can see, this is a percentage race, not a lap race, so he's got plenty of time to try and gain some positions. He is struggling a little bit though. He was saying the control of the car was off, which is really weird because normally we've both had really good races with this car. But he's struggling to keep up, and that could be because he's gone for the lower speed version, but also just can't seem to get the grip right. Going up the inside now, nice little overtake. I think he gets 3 cars there on the nice overtake. But then gets pushed out wide, and the race resets him after he was pushed out wide by the other cars. Obviously not happy with his little overtake there, which I thought was quite a good one. So now back into last place, trying to catch back up. It's all about trying to just get whatever places he can. He's already gained a minimum of 1 stamp, which is all we ask for during the races normally, so that's enough. So really it doesn't matter where he finishes now. He is trying to catch some positions back. Up the left-hander. He's already caught up to the back markers here, but then the car gets all out of sorts. He can't get the car to turn the way he wants it to, and he's just struggling in general. I'm not sure what it is. He just doesn't seem to be able to control the car in the corners as well as he normally does with this car. It's not a car that you could say he's not used to because he's driven it a fair amount. For some reason he struggled with it today, and I've no real answers. I don't know what really went wrong. Bouncing around, just can't get the car to straighten up the way he wants to. Slows down a little bit by hitting the car ahead of him there. And he's still trying to catch back up. Left-hander. See, here he's drifting nicely, but then when he tries to straighten the car up, he kind of overcorrects himself, and I don't know why. Like, he's never been an issue for him before. He's gained a few positions there, up the inside, trying to gain another one here. He's up to 10th currently, on the grass, but he'll take it. 9th place, and just catches the inside wall there on the approach to the tunnel. Didn't even catch the wall that was going to be there. Didn't know it was there. It was rather unsighted as he was on the grass anyway, and that's knocked him straight back down to 12th place. 87% done. I don't think he's going to gain much more now, but he's trying to finish the race. He just wants to finish it now. I think he's a little bit fed up. It just didn't really go to plan. I don't know if the faster car would have helped him massively, because obviously it's a lot harder to control anyway. Here he is across the line, 12th place. It's one of those things. You can see the unlimited truck was used quite a lot by people there, which is the faster truck. We have got it, we do own it. It was a choice to make, and Wolverine picked that one instead. It's one of those things, but we are about to get confirmation that he did achieve 1 stamp, so the race is done as far as we're concerned currently. And there it is. 1 stamp, that's enough to finish the race. And he was just unlucky. I just think he just overcorrected a little bit. He just felt the car didn't feel right. The grip levels weren't there. Yeah, something wasn't right, and we're not sure what it was, to be honest. Now, once we've got all the rewards, we're going to hear a little bit from AJ, as he just got something quick to say to us, and then we'll carry on with the races.
You're getting a taste of the world-famous Bruno Duran trash talk. Oof. Let me guess. He's pretending to not care about you. He's downplaying all your achievements and getting all mad at poor old James Pumphrey every time he dares mention your name. Does that sound about right? I'll tell you what you do. You just ignore it. You keep doing what you're doing. Because the better you do, the more big names you got on your car. And the harder it makes him to keep up this little act. Because he's got to give you credit. And that's when you get your shot at the top.
Little pep talk from AJ there. We're going to move on to the second race. It is Downtown Showdown at Manhattan Park, New York, for an ultra-cross race. Soldierboy's in the driving seat of the Aston Martin V8 Vantage GT4, the GT Rally class. This is a track we've done previously on the Showdown. The last corner is a problem corner. One-on-one, it wasn't too bad with a group of cars around that final corner. be an issue. We'll see why once we get to it. But here we go, off the line nicely, already in last place as usual, to gain the position very quickly, and gaining on the inside but getting a bit caught up on the barriers. We're trying to make it round the corner. Our own fault really, being a bit out of position there, just trying to create some space for ourselves more than anything else. Up the inside here, I'm completely messing up the corner. Didn't realise it was a little bend, a little kink before the actual next corner. We're in 4th place, 5th place currently. But left-hander coming up, can we gain on these top cars through? Trying to go through the middle, getting squeezed out a little bit there and making us go wide to the next. 4th place currently, I think we're about to lose that. This car's getting a little bit out of control. I did say previously we're going to go back to the Aston Martins. This is the corner I wasn't looking forward to with groups of cars around us, trying to make a gap for ourselves. It's a very long, sharp turn where you've got to brake very early. It's easier to do it with no cars around you in Italy. Currently in 4th place, and we can see the top 3 ahead of us. This could be a podium finish if we can play our cards right here. Going very wide on the corner there. And again, messing up this corner. Just managed to get the car to go round, but then deep the next. And lost positions once again. I just couldn't get that corner right. I don't know what it was. I just didn't anticipate it early enough. Up the inside though, making space for ourselves once more. It's a good job this is a full contact sport in Dirt 5. Otherwise we might be in a little bit of trouble. 4th place currently, we are being battling for it, but we're going to go do the big break. Can we get any positions up the inside here into 3rd place? Obviously, if we weren't allowed to hit other cars in this and there was penalties and things, we wouldn't be doing it. But while we can, why not take advantage? 3rd place as it stands. We're on for a podium here, I think. Last lap as well. So not down to 3rd there, but we've got the inside and we're going to take 2nd place. 1st place is in our sights, but we need to catch up. That mistake there is going to cost us, I think. Back down to 3rd. It's going to be all on this final corner that's coming up shortly, I think. Up back into 2nd again. Can we get the car to turn? Just. We lost it again into 3rd. It's going to be the speed down to the final corner and the braking point is going to be very important here. Catching the barrier on exit there. We're going to brake nicely. Can we get the turn? Not quite. Very deep. Got to get the car going again. We're trying to accelerate. Can we keep 2nd? We can just. It's a 2nd place finish. It probably should have been better, but the first 2 laps we messed up. There was a corner that we just didn't anticipate both times, and that caught us out. That let us down. But I think in the end, the 2nd place is probably fair. And you can see all the different cars I've been using. There's quite a decent range of cars, which I'm really enjoying, as everyone is in different things. It does make a massive difference. With the Aston Martin coming through for us there, I think the acceleration at the end was the only thing that saved us losing 2nd place, to be honest. Okay, AJ has something else to tell us about. He's getting really into us now. Since he retired, he's all over us. He doesn't stop talking to us. But he's got something to tell us before we carry on. So we'll have a quick listen to him.
Hey, I got this new track for you to check out. Make sure you bring it. By bring it, I mean all your skills. You leave any skills at home, you go back and you get them because you will need them.
So AJ there, just explain there is a new throwdown. We're not going to look at it today. We're trying to concentrate on the showdown races, but there is a new throwdown. So instead, we're going to go for the Hammer of the Gods at Svolvaer Overlook Reverse in Norway for an IceBreaker race. Now, Wolverine didn't fancy the IceBreaker. Soldierboy is back in the car. He's driving the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution VI, 90s rally class, and this is why the title is a start position, gives us a win. Now it's a bit of a spoiler. For the first time in Dirt 5, we have started in 1st place. I don't know why, I don't know how, but for some reason we started in 1st. That has never happened before. Every race until now were always last, and I just assumed that was the norm. But for some reason, for this IceBreaker race, they decided we're starting 1st, and straight away we're off and we're clear, to be fair. This is quite a boring race by the end of it because we do stay ahead. There's a few mistakes like that one. I've got Wolverine keeping an eye on the time difference between us and the cars behind, but we generally don't allow them to catch up. We just gone out of the blocks really nicely, and the track itself isn't that bad in terms of the car grips nicely. The Mitsubishi is really, really good on ice. The 90s rally, it's a very good car for the IceBreaker event. But yeah, we just stayed ahead. Coming up to the end of lap 1, And again, we're still ahead. We'll have a quick look at the time gap. It's going to be just over 1 second. And it's all because we started in first. If we hadn't started in first, the first couple of corners we would have been battling. And on ice, you don't want to be battling other cars. It does massively cause a chain reaction of where you just can't get the grip, you can't get the car to turn when you want it to. It's because you're always trying to turn away from other cars. When you start in first, you're clear. You don't have to worry about that. And in fact, the cars behind you have to worry about that. And that becomes their issue. Did make a mistake here. Just completely forgot what corner it was and just lost the car a little bit, hitting the barrier. But again, we recovered, we've got enough of a time gap not to worry. Fireworks going off in the distance. The snowstorm was a little bit worrying. I was worried we wouldn't be able to see too much, but actually at the minute it's not too bad. There are moments that it gets a bit full of flurries and you just really can't see. But at the minute we're doing well. First place still, as I say. I've already spoiled the race. it was a weird one. Alright, end of the second lap. Let's see the time gap. Have we gained? We have indeed. It is 2.7 seconds with this final lap now started. No mistakes, and this is ours, free and clear. As I say, I don't get why we started in first. I don't know if it was meant to happen, if it was an accident. I don't really understand it. Time gap up to 3 seconds now. Nice little corner through there. But we'll take a win. Whenever they're willing to give us a win like that, you can't really say no to it, can you? But it was just the fact we didn't have to fight through the bunch of cars that made this so easy. Normally these races are not easy by any shout. But the lack of fighting meant we could just go. As we're coming up to the fireworks again, there's a right-hander coming up here. Trying to brake nice and early. We're going to be nearing the end of the race shortly. As we go around the left-hander. Long left-hander, no braking there. Braking nicely for this one. And there we go, this is the end of the race. Over the line for the firework display and the confetti. And it's a first place. It was basically given to us on a plate. Yes, we had to finish the race to actually make it happen. As you can see, we're still waiting for other cars to finish. And we finished with about 4-second advantage. Just totally surprised, shocked. It was just one of those really weird ones. But can't say no to them. You know, it went in our favour, so we'll take it. Confirmation of the rewards. And after we finish the rewards, there is some radio chat to listen to before we finish off the episode. So if you're not interested in that, skip ahead to the end. But it's a little bit of a story going on, isn't it, on the radio? There we go. Confirmation of the win and their free stamps. And here's the radio chatter.
Yeah, but I gotta continue with this line of questioning. Gotta stay on topic for a little longer. We've seen time and time again the champ that gets beaten out of nowhere. Now, I want to know what makes you so confident after the closest fought race of your career that this new kid isn't going to beat you.
Close, it means nothing to me. It's not, like I said before, it's the first car across the line. It wasn't that close. I mean, to the amateur eye, maybe, but you don't understand that sometimes you take different tacks in different races. So in this one, I chose to sit back for 80% or whatever stupid percentage you decide to come up with. I chose to sit back. I draft. I wait for my moment, and then I strike. And there it was. There was the opening. Now he tried to come in. He created a little contact on my car. That's fine.
Oh.
I hit what I had to do.
He created contact on your car.
I had the faster car. I had the better line, and he made a little error. I took advantage of it, and then of course I raised the trophy and had a great night's sleep.
Okay, but this new contender has been under the guidance of
under the guidance of the guy I beat.
I mean,
great.
The kid has a lot of accomplishments so far. I mean, what is your take on that?
Well, you know what he can do. I heard his podcast. He can teach how to lose to me. Right? Because who knows better? Who knows better? Okay.
Okay, Bruno, you can't deny that they're doing well. All right.
You know what? I haven't seen anything worth paying any attention to.
Okay, well, since you haven't been paying attention, I'm going to let you know that they've been doing very, very well. And you can't deny that. And I know you've been paying attention. That's what you do. You're very calculated. We ran a poll on Donut Media, and we asked who the people would like to see you race against.
And what did the people say? Let me guess. The people said veteran? No surprise. They're the only person you're pushing right now. And why? Why? Because this is what you guys do. Race against me makes everyone richer, okay? And there's no better options.
Or, okay, we think that they are up to the challenge and could just maybe possibly be the one to get that 0 losses off your race card. Now, we all know that AJ has sent them after you like a cyborg from the future.
Yeah, of course he did. Because, you get your name associated with me, and everybody gets a nice payday, right?
All
Gets to go buy a fancy new jacket.
All right, Bruno, I don't think we like you being in here any more than you like being in here, so let's just get down to it. It worked last time. I've been poking you. Are you going to challenge this newcomer?
My answer is the same as it was when this tired conversation came up about AJ, and look what happened there. I retired somebody, okay?
I think that's very clever, but I still don't hear an answer. No comment?
No, not no comment. I'm just not interested. What more do you want?
Okay, I'm getting the light. It's time to pay for this studio and get a little richer. We're going to take care of some sponsorship stuff. We'll be right back.
And that is us done for this episode. We finish off with a gifted win from a start position we didn't deserve to be at, but we'll take it. When it's handed to you on a plate, what can you do? You can't say no. That is it for today. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you with more Dirt 5 very soon.